Hello, Jerry here with the beginning of a brand new Season 3, Episode 21 of Ask Jerry Tachoir. I would first of all like to thank Tom Bergerald, who came forward and are sponsoring the production of these video series. Of course, I endorse Bergerald, and I'm so happy with his company right now. As most of you know, for just a few months shy of 50 years, I was with another company, and that company, for the most part, worked out really well. I had a good time with them for the most part. I've forever asked, in being 30 plus years, for them to finish the instrument down to C. It was always F to F, and that's something that I really wanted forever. Just give me 3 more notes with their sharps and flats, and I'll be a happy camper. Well, they kept saying, yeah, it's something we're going to do. It's on the back burner. And forever, never, never, that's the excuse that I got, and it never really ever happened. So I discovered Bergerac. I had a chance to play it in Italy a few years ago, and I'm so impressed with the instrument. I'm so impressed with the company. I got to meet them recently at a PASIC show. The people, they're from France, and we got along really well. They just seem to like musicians. And I'm so looking forward to working with this company and playing this instrument. So the question, I'm sorry, by the way, if you want to ask me a question, simply go to my website, which is www.tachoir.com, Tachoir, and in the upper right-hand corner is a little Contacts tab. Click on that Contacts tab, fill out your name and some information, and then ask your question, and we'll possibly do one of these videos. And also, please subscribe to this series. For some reason, it helps out, and it gets you notified when another one gets out there. This question comes from Rob. He goes, "Hello, Jerry. Thank you so much for your videos. Your music instruction is fantastic. I'm glad you like your new extended range vibraphone. I couldn't agree with you more about F1 to F3 not being enough." Well, actually, the original vibraphone, I think he made a mistake there, is actually F3 to F, what would that be? Let's see, F1, 4, 5, up to F6. So anyway, he's a typo there maybe. Anyway, especially for solo playing and small group playing, duo and trio stuff. Obviously, extended range has been available on marimbas for a long time now, so this isn't an issue for marimba players. What are your thoughts regarding the 4-octave range vibraphones? What do you think about a 4-octave vibe range, low bass F1 to F4? Again, I think that's a type. I don't think he means that, because F1 would be way down. It would be not even available. No. Is this even possible? That would allow for plenty of bass for solo and small groups in the absence of a bass player and other chordal instruments. What are your thoughts on this? Thank you again, Jerry. You and your wife are amazing. Keep up the fantastic work. Well, Rob, an extended range instrument. Well, first of all, let me specify, as everybody should know, the standard vibraphone range for years and years and years has always been F3 to F6. Okay, we had 3 octaves. I wanted to have an extended range of just 3 more notes, EDC with its sharps and flats, okay, down to, again, that would be C3 to F6. And that just gives me the 3.5 octave range. For me, I find that the warmest, juiciest part of the instrument is right here around middle C and half octave in either direction. Of course, the low end is very warm on this instrument. But this is the juiciest part of the instrument where people tend to want to play the most. I find personally that the upper half of the octave, not half, maybe the upper third of the octave, from the D, E, F, and these notes up here, to be almost useless. They're just so high pitched, they don't give you a real good anything other than just kind of a ping sound. They don't have a lot of warmth to them. I mean, I use them occasionally, but they're not the place where I hang out a lot. Maybe on an ending, I'll do an arpeggiated kind of thing, and I'll hit those notes. But in terms of actually playing, most of the work is done in this range right here. So to have anything that goes up beyond that wouldn't make sense for me. Now, I know Bergerac makes a 4-octave vibraphone, and I played one of those many, many years ago when in high school, and I remember thinking, these upper octaves up here going up to C, it just kind of was almost glockenspielisk. It's something that I really didn't want to have as part of my repertoire and playing my instrument. I didn't see any need for anything beyond this F. And not only do I not like those notes up there, but that makes the instrument bigger, which means it places you can't fit into, and by the instrument being bigger, the instrument gets heavier. So I don't want to carry a bigger, heavier instrument containing notes that I probably won't use very much. So in terms of what Rob is asking of an extended range 4 octave, that's something I don't want and I don't really care to have. Now, I believe, if I'm understanding his question correctly, he was off on the number of the octaves, but this would be F3, and I think he's talking about taking this down to F2, so that I have not only the extended range down to C, but down to an F. And again, I don't even know if that was possible, because they struggle so hard to get the fundamental to reproduce on these bottom 3 notes, which I'm using right now, down to C, that going down to an F below that would be a real struggle. The bars would have to be really big and really wide, and the resonators would have to be huge to be able to get the fundamental of that pitch to sound on this instrument. And again, with that would come a lot of very heavy bars and weight and size, and something that the average musician is just not going to want to carry around and to take the gigs. It would be really hard to do. So Rob, for me, I found that this instrument is just the world to me. This is like down to C. For some reason, as you're playing, again, I don't play these notes all the time, but as you're playing, never once now do I have to worry about, oh gosh, F is my bottom note. How am I going to, I need an E, I need to get a resolution, I have to jump up to an octave. Now it's just like it flows nice, it plays really well. So I challenge anybody else that plays vibes. If you've never played an extended range instrument down to C, get hold of a Bergeralt and play it, and let me know what you think. I think you will agree that, wow, finally I've got room to stretch out and it makes sense. And it's not that much bigger that it's hard to carry around in a car and pack up and whatever you need to do. But it works so well just to have these notes. Again, as you're playing, you need a bass note, you can get it, and you don't have to really overthink about, well, F is the bottom note, where am I going to go from there? And again, there was a lot of music to be played on a 3-octave vibraphone, F to F, and I was part of that world for almost 50 years. But I just was frustrated all the time, because the world of F really is uncomfortable and didn't make sense as a vibraphone player. Down to C is the answer. So Rob, I hope I answered your question. This is where I'm at. I'm really satisfied with this instrument. I will be quiet and not bother the companies anymore to produce anything else beyond this range, because this range is comfortable, easy to carry around, and sounds fantastic. So give it a chance. Let me know what you think. Again, ask me some questions. We got this whole new season starting up. I do have some questions already, but I'm looking forward to hearing from the rest of you. And I wish you all the very best, and keep vibing along. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.